Alright, here we go. So, update 3 hit, when was that? 2 days ago? Yesterday? Yesterday. And changed everything. And those of you who are playing experimental already were used to those changes, but I was not on experimental, so I did not have things set up for it. For example, all my coal power plants now need water. I don't really have any water close by, so I ended up making a huge coal power plant way over there in the distance, and I think it's hard to see now. There's fog. Just a second here. There we go. Fog's gone. You can see these power poles going up there and there and there and there. And there's a big lake over there where I have, I think, 8 coal generators at the moment, all linked together, sending power back. I've actually started a new base over off the beach way over there as well. But I was finding I was running out of materials to build with, so I routed some power back here, some power back here to keep going with my stuff here. So there's the motor factory that I previously toured, and I had just started on my heavy modular frame factory before. Now that I have power back, I was able to fix things up. One of the big changes they made, though, was they changed the rates for so much stuff. So the amount of resources needed to make components and the amount of components needed to make other components has all changed, and that's made it, well, it means that whatever comes out of the end of this is not going to be as balanced as it was before. Before it was pretty much perfect with just a little bit of extra so that I could kind of store up some other parts like reinforced frames and such. But in this case, like for example, before the iron, what was it, 1 iron ingot would make 67.5 wire. I believe that's what it was. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking back here. 67.5 for 15 iron ingots. So now I believe, here, let's drop down here without trying to kill myself. That's plates. Wires are underneath. Now it's 12.5 ingots per minute to make 22.5 wires per minute. Much worse rate, which means that I'm not going to be making enough wire to constantly be putting out heavy modular frames at the end. But it'll be better than nothing. So I decided to keep going. Let's start at the beginning though for the tour. I don't have the assembler yet. I need to delve into the whole world of oil and plastics to get plastic for it. And I am not prepared for that yet. So anyways, this is ore coming in, and on top we have copper coming in, and they split off onto conveyor belts. I'll see if I can get a better view here somewhere. 2 splitters going to each foundry. You can see. And it used to be 15 and 15 to make 45. Now it's 20 and 20 to make 50. So change that rate on me as well. There we go. I do have a couple foundries. I believe that rate's still the same. It was 30 iron ore per minute to make 30 iron ingots per minute. So that one's still going fine. But all of those iron ingots are merged up right through there and put onto this elevator across and down to the bottom belt there. You can see them running across. And it's the same kind of setup I had on that last one. Splitters feeding, double feeding these entrances, keeps it all a little neat and tidy. neater than it was anyways. And I've got coal on the top belt, and coal is coming in from way over there somewhere. I think it might even be on top of that rock there. Not sure if I can see it. Hold on. I don't think I can. It's up high somewhere over there. Yeah, so that makes my steel ingots here, and some of those iron ingots are passed on because I need those for the wire and the plates, so they get, I have overkill on that, and the extras go on to that next bank of constructors. Those are my foundries again, and here are constructors. This whole row, this whole double layer of constructors, and there's 8 of them there, are making steel pipes, because lots of steel pipes needed for this alternate recipe of heavy modular frames. You use them in the industrial beams, you use them in the in the regular modular frames. That all goes into the heavy modular frames, plus just some goes straight in to the heavy modular frames to begin with. So they've changed the rate on this too. Before it was what was it? It's supposed to make 180 for 8 machines. Now with 8 machines, I'll make 160. So it was 22.5, I guess, before. So that's dropped down, and the cost has gone up, I think, as well. Not sure, I don't have that one written out beside me here. It was 15 cost to make 15. That's what it was. Now it's 30 to make 20. Anyways, that's all gathered up here, and I kind of had a little buffer here because I know I'm going to need probably more than I'm making. So I've got 2 of these loading up, industrial, and they're joined together on this side. Oop. And that gets fed into my row of assemblers here. This is going to be on this side modular frames, these 2, and those 2 are going to be heavy industrial encased beams, or whatever they are. Encased industrial beams. It's concrete. So my steel pipes go all the way across because they're needed for both. And I'm going to have to bring some concrete over. Anyways, past the steel pipes, this bottom row is wire, iron wire. I have that alternate recipe unlocked. That's a huge change. That one really hurts. 12.5 per minute for 22.5 per minute. And it was previously 15 iron ingots per minute needed to make 67.5. That is a huge difference. So I'm going to be lacking there. And on top, I have 4 constructors making iron plates. And they've changed that as well. It was 30 to 30, now it's 30 to 20. I don't know why. Why are you not? I'm not getting enough ingots over here. So it's not producing at the moment. Should be fine. I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyways, iron plates going in here. Oh, falling down. Copper or iron wire is going in there, and it's empty too. Am I not producing enough? It's full on this end. Okay, there's some wire. Should be producing okay. I guess my assemblers are over here using it. So all of that wire is getting fed into these 3 assemblers, and the plates as well, because I need to make reinforced iron plates. And I have stitched plates, a recipe for that it's called. There's 3 versions I could do. The original alternate bolted iron plates, or the alternate stitched iron plates, and that's what I'm doing. Wire and iron plates needed for that. making 5.6 per minute if it was keeping up, but it probably isn't because I'm short on wire. And all of those are getting fed into this. And then these guys are then getting fed into the assembler, steel pipes. So I'm going to pick this recipe here. Do either of those. This one costs steel pipes, this one's steel or iron rods. I think this is a little more streamlined for what I'm doing. So I'll pick that. I have to run power here yet. And that for those two. And this one's going to be encased industrial beams. That's two options as well. They could either use beams and concrete or pipe and concrete. Since I'm already making a ton of pipes, just do that. Plus I think it's a slightly better deal. So I plan to put my assembler here, but as you can see, and I was thinking I'd do it while I take this video, but, or not assembler, manufacturer has 4 inputs for those 4 assemblers. Or sorry, for both those assemblers, and then I need concrete and pipes coming in as well. But as you can see, the costs down there are heavy modular frames, which I can make a few manually. That's fine, but I don't have the 50 plastic. I've seen plastic 50, and this thing's massive. And I do not have a way of making that at the moment. So for the time being, I will run, oh, I didn't show you my concrete plant. Got a lot of limestone coming in here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 constructors here, and they are full to the brim right at the moment, making concrete. I think they've changed the rate on that as well. It used to be 45 to give out 22.5, I think. Now it's 15. Could be wrong on that though. I got 2 storage containers here completely full of concrete, which is good because I use a lot of concrete when I'm for my new base, and I want it a lot. So now I got to run a feed across to that splitter right there. To do that, that conveyor lift. Wish I had the jetpack. Oh man, falling all over the place here. Remove this. Don't need that there. Now I'll just flip this splitter here. The entrance on this side. I gotta figure out approximately what height to put this on. Can't even see that thing. Oh, okay, there it is. Whoa, almost jumped off. I might reroute this later, because I'm not loving this. Yeah, I don't like that. we'll put it on there. That height. I just found out you can turn those. Not too bad, actually. There we go. I'm really picky, so I'm gonna do something here. I don't know what height to go again. Straighter, I think. Yeah. Pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. There we go. Now I got concrete coming to these two. Let's power these guys up and see what's what. Closer to my peak there. Capacity is 525 megawatt hours. And that's 380 something. 384. There we go. So, I'm going to want to join these into storage before they go into the assembler, so that I have extras if I stop my assembler. Figure out how I'm going to do this. You could run the inputs on the sides of these things. What am I going to do first? So this is kind of new. Kind of takes over on top, which is interesting. You have to move these power poles, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna go right through. Why are you not working? Think here for a second. So there's another trick you can do. It'd be nice if they would snap to those automatically, but they don't. There we go. I don't know why they rotate each time. Maybe they expect you to run belts up and around. I'm not even sure. Into the next merger above. Found out there's a neat trick that I didn't know about. It's called building eyedropper. If you look down at the bottom menu there, just to the right, build, it's middle mouse button. So you can point at something that you want to build and click your middle mouse button, and it will, like, rather than having to go into the menu. That's, I'm guessing, something with build 3. I never saw it before, that's for sure. Is it too close? Might be too close. Yeah. Saves you having to go in every time you delete something. Can't afford. I need more steel beams. I'm gonna have to build a new, well, continue to build this factory. I took it all apart because I was gonna move my entire base. And I decided not to partially, but still have a bunch. get that going again though to build it up. There we go. Okay, now I need to get power here. Now that I have these guys here, I can run power on them. Could also run it up there, I suppose. No, I'll keep it on here. Oh. Okay, well, we have enough. All right. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I didn't attach those. There they go. All right. So, that's where I am so far. I have to get rid of these full of cable and wire right now, but I won't have room to build my assembler here, I don't think. So they're gonna have to go. So that's where I'm at so far. Did quite a bit tonight. It's good. Have a good night.